Linear Programming Formulation and Graphical Solution to LPP. Hello learners, let us get started with Unit 8 from the course Statistics and Quantitative Technique. The name of this unit is Linear Programming Formulation and Graphical Solutions to LPP. Let us begin this session. The graphical method of solving an LPP is possible only if there are two decision variables, say x and y. This method is not suitable if there are three or more decision variables. In this case, there is a powerful method called simplex method. The wide usage of this linear programming helps in business and economics to use the resource available in a planned and economical way. We have just learned that basic of LPP, and there is in fact a lot to learn in higher classes. A lot of research work is carried out all over the world which is based on LPP. Let us consider the following problem to understand what is LPP. Two mines company own two different mines that produce an ore which after being crushed is graded into three classes: high, medium, low grade. The company has contracted to provide a smelting plant with 12 tons of high grade, 8 tons of medium grade and 24 tons of low grade ore per week. The two mines have different operating characteristics as detailed below. So let us make it in the form of table 8.1. Mine, X, Y, cost per day 180 in terms of these many dollars, $180,000, $160,000, right? Production tons per day: high 6.1, medium 3.1, low 4.6. How many days per week should each mine be operated to fulfill the smelting plant contract? What we have is a verbal description of two mines company problem. What we need to do is to translate this verbal transcription into an equivalent mathematical transcription. In dealing with the problems of this kind, we often do best to consider them in order: variables, then constraints, finally objective. In this example, that consider conditions for a mathematical model to be a linear program, that's LP, where all variable or continuous can take fraction values. A single objective: minimize or maximize. The objective and constraints are linear, that's any term is either a constant or a constant multiplied by an unknown. Some of the major applications areas to which LP can be applied are namely blending, production planning, oil refinery management, distribution, financial and economic planning, manpower planning and blast furnace plan burdening, farm planning, blast furnace burdening and farm planning, etc. We consider below some of the specific examples of the type of problems that can be formulated as linear programming. Note here that the key to formulating LP is a practice. Let us consider a financial planning case. A bank makes 4 markets of loans to its personal customers, and these loans yield the following annual interest to the bank: first mortgage 14%, second mortgage 20%, home improvement 20%, personal OD or overdraft 10%. The bank has a maximum foreseeable lending capability of $1,250 million, and this is further constrained by the policies. Now what are the different policies? The first mortgage must be at least 55% of all mortgages issued and at least 25% of all loans issued in terms of dollars. Second mortgage cannot exceed 25% of all loans issued in terms of dollars. To avoid public displeasure and the introduction of new windfall tax, the average interest rate on all loans must not exceed 15%. Formulate the bank loans problem as an LP so as to maximize the interest income while satisfying the policy limitations. Now, the variables. Essentially, we are interested in the amount the bank has loaned to the customers in each of 4 different areas, not in actual number of loans. here let x1 xi amount of loan in area I in terms of dollars, whereas $1,000,000, whereas I is equal to 1 correspond to first mortgage, I is equal to 2 second mortgage, and note that xi is greater than or equal to 0, that's I is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. When we say greater than or equal to 0, greater than 0 means definitely I takes 1, 2, 3, 4 values. The constraints, limit and amount lent x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 should be less than $250 million. So, the limit on amount lent is x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 is less than 250. Policy condition, x1 should be greater than 0.55 multiplied by x1 plus x2. So, the policy condition for first mortgage is it should be greater than or equal to 0.55, that's total mortgage lending. Also, x1 is greater than 0.25 of x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4. First mortgage that is greater than 0.25, that's the total loans. Policy condition 2, x2 is less than 0.25 of x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4. Policy condition 3, we know that the total annual rate is 0.14 x1 plus 0.20 x2 plus 0.20 x3 plus 0.10 x4 on the total loans of x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4. Hence, the constraints relating to the policy condition 3 is, we know pretty well, 0.14 x1 plus 0.20 x2 plus 0.20 x3 plus 0.10 x4 less than or equal to 0.15 of x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4. Objective, to maximize interest income which is given above, maximize, that is 0.14 x1 plus 0.20 x2 plus 0.20 x3 plus 0.10 x4. Now, let us have an understanding of graphical solution to LPP. A linear programming model with the two variables can be solved using graphs which are two-dimensional, following the steps as given below. Point number 1, treat each inequality as equality. 2, corresponding to each equality established in step 1, choose minimum 2 points which satisfy the equality. Easy way to find 2 points is first assume value of x is equal to 0 and find value of y. Then assume y is equal to 0 and find value of x. Point number 3, plot these 2 points on the graph and decide the feasible region which satisfy the constraint corresponding to each constraint to be shown by an arrow. Find out common feasible region. This may be open region or may be a closed polygon. The optimum value may be at the vertices of a polygon. For each such a point, find the objective function value. Choose that point which gives that optimum value. Let us sort out problem number 1. Chad's pottery barn has enough clay to make 24 small vases or 6 large vases. He has only enough of a special glazing compound to glaze 16 of small vases or 8 of large vases. Let x1 be the number of small vases, x2 be the number of large vases. The small vases sell for $3 each and large vases would bring $9 each. Formulate the problem. Solve the problem graphically. Formulation. The objective function is maximize 3x1 plus 9x2. Subject to clay constraint 1x1 plus 4x2 less than or equal to 24. Glaze constraint 1x1 plus 2x2 is less than or equal to 16. Okay, what may be the graphical solution? So, graphical solution is given in the problem, it is depicted in the picture. Let x-axis be number of small vases, y-axis be number of large vases. We are taking points along x-axis are 0, 10, 20, 30, y-axis 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So, when you for 3 conditions we can have 3 different and graphs, they are mentioned in red, blue and green. Okay. So, when you come over here, that blue color, that's called isoprofit line, right. So, there are one region called the feasible region, and it starts from 8, 8,4, 24,4, right. And when you take this 8, 8,4, 0, 16, that is red line. When you come to 0, 6, 8,4, 24,4, it's a green line, right. So, that side probably 6 point something, here it is 20, it's isoprofit line. So, when you come to the tabular column, x1, x2 income, okay. X1 is at the rate of $3, X2 is at the rate of $9. A is 0, 0, 0, B is 0, 6, 54, okay, $54. C is 8, 4, $60. D is 16, 0, $48. You can see it in the picture. Evaluating all possible corner points that might be an optimal solution, the optimum income of $60 will occur by making and selling 8 small vases and large 4 vases. An isoprofit line on the graph from 20, 0 to 0, 6.67 shows that the point that returns the value of $60. This is how we can go for graphical solving of linear programming. Okay, before discussing this, okay, let us sort out that problem number 1 for your kind information. Chad's pottery, okay, it's a pottery barn, have enough clay to make 24 small vases and 6 large vases. He has only enough of a special glazing compound to glaze 16 small vases and 8 large vases. Let x1 be the number of small vases, x2 be the number of large vases. The smaller vases sell for $3 each and larger vases should bring $9 each. So, let us formulate the problem. Then solve the problem graphically. Formulation means objective function, that is maximize 3x1 plus 9x2. Subject to what are the constraints? Clay 1x1 plus 4x2 is less than 24. Glaze constraint 1x1 plus 2x2 is less than 16. Okay, then now let us go for graphical solution. So, I already told you about graphical solution for this problem. Then it is given in tabular column also. Okay, when you come to here, this A is 0, 0, right, 0, 0, 0. When go to B, it is 0, 6, okay, 0, 6. Okay, when go to C, it is 8, 4, it is here. D is 16, okay, 16, 0, right, and this is how we are going in graphical analysis. So, this is how we are go for graphical solving of linear programming. Thanks for watching this video.